If your jaw hurts every morning, you're not sleeping wrong. You're not weak. And you're definitely not crazy. Your nervous system is running a pattern. And your jaw is where that pattern shows up. Now today, I'm going to show you what that pattern is. And once you see it, believe me, you won't unsee it. Welcome to the Clenching Chronicle, where we decode jaw clenching as a nervous system behavioral pattern, not just a dental issue. If you're new here, welcome. This podcast is about understanding why your jaw tightens when you focus, when you drive, when you sleep, and when you wake up sore. Because once you understand the mechanism, you can change the pattern. Now, today's episode is just foundational. If you wake up with jaw stiffness, temple pressure, a morning headache, cheek soreness, or any clicking or tightness in your jaw area, this episode explains what's happening, and more importantly, what it means. So there's a few things that we're going to unpack here. Number one, what your jaw is doing while you sleep. Why clenching is driven by your entire nervous system. The difference between muscle pain and joint pain. The breathing connection that most people miss. Also, why night guards don't always solve soreness or the clenching. And what actually changes the pattern. This is not alarmist. It's supposed to be clarifying. So let's start with what's happening overnight. There's a term called bruxism. It simply means the clenching, bracing, or grinding of your teeth. Now, most people think it's a bad habit. It isn't. Sleep bruxism is now understood as a nervous system event. And here's what that means in plain English. While you sleep, your brain cycles through stages. During those cycles, your brain briefly activates tiny spikes of alertness called microarousals. You don't wake up. You don't remember them. But during those moments, your heart rate increases, your breathing shifts, and muscle tone rises a bit. More importantly, your jaw activates. Sometimes it grinds. Often, it just clenches. And here's the part that surprises people. Clenching can create more force than grinding. You may not hear the grinding. You may not see dramatic tooth damage. But your jaw muscles may be firing repeatedly throughout the night. Now that repeated activation leads to fatigue. So morning soreness is not mysterious. It's a muscular workload issue. Your jaw worked all night long. So the better question becomes, why is your nervous system activating so often? Oh, we'll get there. But first, let's identify what kind of pain you're feeling. Is it muscle versus joint pain? You have to know the difference. Most morning jaw pain is muscle fatigue. If you press into your cheeks right now and clench, you'll feel these thick muscles engage. Those powerful chewing muscles, well, your dentist calls them masseter muscles. Now, pound for pound, they're the most powerful muscles in your body. Now, if they contract repeatedly overnight, you wake up with aching cheeks, tight temples, and a dull band-like headache. Sometimes they're called hat band headaches, because that's where a hat band would go. You'll also have muscles all over your head that are tender when you touch them. So that, what I just described, that's muscle-dominant pain. It often improves as the day goes on, but sometimes pain feels different. This is important because if the pain is right in front of your ear, if you can feel or hear clicking or popping, or if you ever find it hard to open your mouth wide in the morning when you go to brush your teeth, do you ever feel a sharp pain instead of a dull pain? Well, that might involve the jaw joint, the TMJ. The dentist might call it your temporomandibular joint, TMJ. The TMJ is simply the hinge that attaches your jaw to your skull. It's right there. And here's the masseter muscle. You see that? And then across the top here, this is a temporalis muscle. I didn't mention that earlier, but it's the whole top side of your head here. These two muscles are work in combination to give you joint pain and head pain. So when you clench, this clenching compresses the muscles, and repeated compression can irritate it. Why does this matter? Because muscle overload responds to behavior change. Joint irritation may require additional evaluation from a dentist, but both originate from the same core issue: repeated loading while you sleep. Now here's where the conversation shifts, because sometimes your jaw isn't the problem. Your breathing is. So let's talk about the airway connection. In some people, jaw clenching happens near breathing disturbances, like snoring and sleep apnea. If airflow decreases during sleep, your brain will go on alert. It'll react. It activates. So what happens? Muscle tone increases. Your jaw may shift slightly forward. Clenching may occur. Why? Well, because sometimes jaw activation helps stabilize breathing. That means your jaw may be participating in a survival response. It's not malfunctioning. It's responding. This does not mean everyone who clenches has sleep apnea, but it does mean breathing cannot be ignored. So what are the red flags? Well, red flags are loud snoring, waking up tired in the morning. If you've got those morning headaches that we're talking about, dry mouth, acid reflux, high blood pressure, daytime fatigue. If breathing instability drives activation, protecting teeth alone won't resolve the pattern. And this is where most people get stuck. They treat the symptom, but not the trigger. Okay, so now let's layer in stress. Stress is real, but it's not the whole story. Yes, stress increases muscle tone. When your nervous system is on alert, your jaw tightens. But sleep bruxism is not just emotional tension. It involves brain chemistry, sleep regulation, and autonomic activation. Also, some medications can increase your clenching. Poor sleep amplifies it. Daytime clenching reinforces it. But here's the key concept I want you to understand. Your jaw reflects nervous system load. If your baseline muscle tone is elevated all day, it doesn't magically disappear at night. Morning jaw pain is cumulative nervous system output, which brings us to night guards. Here's why night guards don't always fix soreness. Night guards are designed to protect your teeth from damage. They're very useful. They prevent cracking, wear, damage, but they don't shut off your nervous system activation. You can clench just as hard against a night guard as you can on your teeth. Think of it this way. Night guard's kind of like a helmet. A helmet protects your head. It doesn't stop you from falling. If you wake up sore despite wearing a night guard, that makes sense. Protection is not the same as retraining. So this is where the Brux framework comes in. subtly. The first step is B, building awareness. You cannot change what you do not detect. So awareness changes the baseline. Let me tell you how. At rest, your jaw should be lips together, teeth apart, and your tongue lightly resting on the roof of your mouth. Now that sounds a little weird. You probably don't think about your jaw position, your tongue position, your jaw position like that. But if you just whisper the word with, you'll see your tip of your tongue goes right to the back of your teeth, your jaw opens a bit, and that can be your relaxed resting position. It's easy to find, it's easy to get back to. Your teeth are not meant to touch all day. Lots of people watching this video have their teeth in contact right now. Is it you? Check. Daytime clenching reinforces nighttime intensity, but it's automatic. So this is where biofeedback comes in. Biofeedback simply means a device that alerts you when you clench. Now, Clench Alert is one example. It's a biofeedback training device, and it's worn like a small guard in your cheek. When pressure exceeds a certain threshold, it vibrates gently. It doesn't shock you. It's not designed to punish you. It informs you. That moment of awareness lets you release. Now, repeated awareness lowers baseline muscle tone over time. It retrains the nervous system. It's not a cure-all. It does not treat airway issues. It trains your awareness. And awareness is step one in changing any nervous system pattern. We started this video with a question. So what's the better question? Morning jaw pain fades by midday, and that's why it's easy to ignore. But repetition is information. If your jaw hurts every morning, it's working hard overnight. The better question is not, how do I stop the pain? The better question is, why is my jaw activating while I sleep? Is it stress load? Is it snoring or sleep apnea? Is it a medication effect? Daytime clenching patterns, nervous system overdrive. Your jaw is not random. It's responsive. When you understand that, you shift from guessing to investigating, from symptom suppression to root cause thinking. That shift changes everything. If this episode helped you see your morning jaw pain differently, subscribe to the Clenching Chronicle. I'd appreciate it. Next week, we're going to be talking about how stress headaches and tension headaches are different and what you can do about them. Until then, check your jaw. Are your teeth touching right now? Lips together, teeth apart. I'll see you next time.